Yo, what up, y'all? Man, I'm just about to dive right in, man. So, this is what I've been saying for so long, forever and a day. This is why I said timed exclusives are a bad idea when you don't know how the game is gonna do. This is why I say Sony should not be locking games down, gatekeeping. This is why I say Square Enix needs to stop doing timed exclusive deals with Sony, because things like this happen. Now, everybody's coming out for Forspoken have flopped. Okay, that's on the table. We already know Forspoken, Broken have flopped. But I didn't know that it flopped this bad. I didn't know. From what I'm seeing, they only sold 30,000 copies or something like that. They only made like 9 million off this game. Now we know it usually take like 150 million to make a AAA banger game to 200 million, right? So you pretty much know what this means, right? Square Enix have fell into Sony trap. I knew it was coming. Bro. Sony did this on purpose. Sony have made Square Enix sell their soul. Let me tell you why. Okay, because we all know, right? We all know there's been talks. Sony have been wanting to buy Square Enix, right? So what better way to buy a company is to help them fail? They know if they go in debt, they know that they're going to sell Square Enix for the low, for the El Cheapo. So now they just shot themselves in the foot. That's why I say doing these little backdoor exclusive shady grimy deals don't work in the end. Look, now that's called karma for Square Enix and Sony, because now Sony done tricked them into doing something that they didn't want to do. They wanted to probably make it multi-plat, but Sony had showed them all that money, showed them hundreds of millions of dollars. Hey man, we know PlayStation ain't got no games coming out, so we need something to fill those voids, to fill those blank spots throughout the year. So what we gonna do? We gonna make multi-plat games, either exclusive or timed exclusive, into the first party AAA before the first party AAA banger games drop, like Spider-Man and Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they're using Square Enix. They're using all these other big time studios to make these timed exclusive games until their big AAA first party games come out. And Square Enix fell right into the trap. This is not looking good. This is not looking good, bro. Like they fell right into the Sony trap. I told you guys from the get-go. I say first of all, I don't trust Square Enix, and I definitely don't trust Sony. Those Decepticons over there at Sony front office don't care about nothing but money and doing these little shady deals behind everybody's back to stay at the top of the mountain. Now, the phony ponies, you know what I'm saying, the fanboys are all gonna say that this game is a hit. Oh, this game is a AAA banger. It's at the top of the charts. But yeah, and still you go to the critics, you go to the Metacritics, you go to the fan base, the Xbox community is going to be exposing them. We already know what time it is. This game has flopped, and the fanboys don't want to accept it. Now, see, if the game did good, you will hear all of the top PlayStation ponies on every channel. Oh, Forspoken is doing numbers. They're doing numbers like God of War and Spider-Man. But you don't hear that. It's real silent, right? It's real quiet. Now, we're gonna jump over to Hi-Fi Rush. Now, this game has been getting hated on by the entire Sony pony community. All those little fanboys, all those Sony ponies over there on Twitter have been still crying, saying that for some reason, Hi-Fi Rush was not supposed to be exclusive to Xbox, right? So it shadow dropped. So they didn't have any time to hate on the game, because after the show, the game dropped. So there was zero time for the ponies. because we already know what would have happened if that game would have been announced like months ahead of time, right? If the Metacritics would have got it, oh, it's a zonk, it's gonna get a 20. Like they would have They would have hated on Hi-Fi Rush so bad, bro. But this is a game that they really wanted. This is a new step in a new direction for Xbox. This is something that the fanboys didn't see coming. This was a sneak attack by Uncle Phil and Game Pass that we already knew was coming. We already knew the value was there. And now they're seeing it. And now they get even more scared. Because think about it. If Hi-Fi Rush is doing big numbers, Atomic Hearts is doing big numbers, what do you think Redfall and Starfield, Forza Motorsports, Hellblade 2, Fable, what the type of numbers do you think those games are going to do? That's why I said, bro, it's the ponies don't want to accept it. But it's over for PlayStation, bro. It really is, because I'm looking I'm looking at the roadmap, right? For PlayStation, for PS5. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at VR2 numbers. People don't like it. They're not digging the whole VR2 thing. Sony is doing everything to deter their fan base from wanting PlayStation Plus to do day ones. This is the stuff that they don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And they shot themselves in the foot for making Forspoken timed exclusive. Square Enix, why did you do that? You sold your soul for a couple dollars. I'm seeing 30,000 units. That's got to be the biggest flop. That's got to be the biggest flop in gaming history. Because you listen to Lion. This is what happened when you listen to Lion Jim Ryan. How many L's is PlayStation about to take this generation? They already got Forspoken taking the L. Now they got VR2 taking the L. I can't wait till the next L we about to see them take. All because they're being misguided over there at Sony for office by Lion Jim Ryan. They're trying to stop the Call of Duty deal. You know it's over. Once this Call of Duty deal, the fanboys are hanging on for dear life, y'all. I promise. They're hanging on for dear life because they know it's over. They can see the future. They got their DeLorean. They done went back to the future and they can see what's about to go down out here in these gaming streets. Now, I'm not making this stuff up, man. The numbers have dropped off the edge for Sony, man. It's like everybody's complaining. Everybody's crossing over to the green team on Xbox and Game Pass because they can see the value. Games are flopping over there on PlayStation, on PS5. My bad, PS4. because all they're playing is upscale PS4 games. It ain't really too many real next gen PS5 games. Can you name a couple? They're hyping up PS4 games. Like come on, man. Like really, come on. And they're going to continue to listen to Jim Ryan. They have a lot more flops on the way. They got 10 games of services coming. People are tired of this. Stop trying to Fortnite us. They're doing anything to squeeze that extra dollar out of you. But we don't want it. We're not going for it anymore. See, the gaming community have woke up and now Sony is asleep. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you put the wrong person in charge. You're gonna flop every single time. Nobody wants the VR2. Nobody wants Forspoken. We want to get back to the old ways, to the old 90s and the early 2000s, the way they was bringing games out and it was just smash hits, and they actually had good writers, good storylines, good story-driven games. Stop making all these broken open world games that nobody wants. Nobody want them. Let's get back to the old ways, man. Stop trying to beat and cheat your own fan base. This is what happens, man. When you believe in a greedy, grimy, shady, low-down scheming company like Sony, they're going to continue to flop. And this is proof, man. And I'm going to leave it right there. I had fun with y'all today, man. But, man, y'all guys already know what to do, man. Make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, man, so you guys can stay notified on all of the new latest and greatest news out here in these gaming streets. And if you would like to jump into the Xbox ecosystem or the PlayStation ecosystem, just click the links down below. If you have a PC only, you can play Xbox games or PlayStation games, or order merch, you know, order games, buy games, and so much more, man. If you'd like to donate to the channel, man, just click the link below. Thank you so much, guys. Peace.